Hello guys. Um, Today I will be doing drawing stream. Just doing some practice to improve myself. So I will be continuing this drawing that I did around I think 2 or 3 days ago. So yeah, I will be continuing this drawing. I'll start with fixing some of the line art. So probably I should say corner shadow, I believe, because I totally forgot. I did paint it a little bit, but then I totally forgot to add the corner shadows for the line art. So that's what I will try to do right now. So that's corner shadow is basically, from what I learned from the internet, is whenever you have like some corners right here, you just add more shadow, I believe, and that's to make sure that it looks really dark there. So I'll be doing this for most of the corner, and we'll see how it goes. Where else? Oh, should be. If you guys have like any art tips or tricks that can help me improve, feel free to like chat it, because yeah, I'm still improving, and any tips will be like really helpful for me. I would really appreciate it. Oh, this is really bad. Okay, can do that. Okay. Usually this is really important, like around the hair area, because hair is a lot of corners. And from what I learned, uh, people usually do this, especially for manga. I don't think it's there for the like realistic painting and stuff like that, because they usually just paint them without line art. But for manga line art, it's pretty important. At least that's what I heard. And I tried it before, and it really does. So I'll be continuing doing this for most of my line art until I'm able to learn how to paint properly. There is some bad lines here, bad lines there, bad lines there. To connect this line. Also, oh my god. Also I have a little bit of this thing right here. There. Yeah, it's just fine tuning. Um, Oops. To edit here. Right there. So this is the flower, and I really have a hard time of drawing flower, to be honest with you. So I look at some reference, because I really like flower that's like black and gold in color. I know it doesn't exist. Probably it does, but I never see one. But I really like black and gold, as you can see. Like my theme of my character is actually black and gold. Um, so the flower will be black on the outside and gold on the inside, and with couldn't decide if the, I don't know what's the the middle part of the flower it's called, like the stick thingy. I think that gold will be good, probably. I'm not really sure, but I will try it out later on. Um, Yesterday I painted the hair, because I'm learning how to paint the hair. So today, after I finish my line art, I probably start um, trying to shade the skin. I know it's pretty hard, especially like the face. And then from there, I will be painting the clothes. the cloth is pretty simple because most of them are dark color. I'm not able to draw complicated type of cloth yet. I'm getting there, but not there yet. So between that, there is like corner. Basically, these dark shades amplify your shadow, especially you do it in the sharp corner like this. Oh, that's too much. That is too much. And I think why I choose digital drawing over traditional is I can control Z. That's one of the really good reason why I choose to do digital drawing. As you can see, I'm doing control Z a lot. This right here, basically every corner, making sure I paint on the correct layer. I don't want to get something wrong and then realize that I'm actually painting in the wrong layer. That feels bad. I've done that before. I mean, I think every artist has done that before at some point, and that doesn't feel good. That really doesn't feel good. Line art, fix this line a little bit. I know it's a little bit like super detail, but you know, it's a good thing to pay attention to detail. So that, and this looks pretty bad. This looks pretty bad. Okay. This right here. Paint that in. Okay. Back to the hair. Some here, and once in a while, don't forget to flip your canvas. We'll make sure that you have like correct proportion, basically so that your character doesn't look weird. That's the main goal of flipping the canvas. Because sometimes you think that you draw good, and then you flip the canvas and it's like disproportionate. So it's a really good idea to always flip your canvas. Especially when you're doing line art. It's really important. It really helped me with my drawing a lot, learning how to flip the canvas. The thing is, flipping canvas doesn't have like default shortcut, so I have to create my own, and I don't really know what shortcut I want to do because I'm afraid that it will unbind the other shortcut that I don't even know. So I'm using Control Alt 1, 3 buttons to flip the canvas. But hey, it works. It's better than having to go to the option and keep doing that. So I think if you see my drawing that I posted on Twitter or in the waiting room, that's my drawing like weeks ago. I think I didn't realize that my face was too fat until I paint them, and after I paint them, I was like, why is my face look incredibly fat? I have no idea. So I make sure that this time my face looks pretty lean. See, it's pretty lean. It's not too fat. I'm pretty happy with what I drew. Adding shades everywhere. Every time there is a corner, especially a sharp corner, you should probably add some shades. The sharper shades. I'm not experienced with using multiple brush, so I use the same brush for everything. Like the simple round brush. Well, except for airbrush when I paint, but other than that, I'm just using round brush. I still don't have the knowledge to have like multiple brush in the one painting. still learning, especially anatomy, pose. Still learning all of those. Oh right, I forgot to turn on the BGM. Let me turn on. It's from No Copyright Sounds. Let me just turn it on. Cause it sounds so empty if I don't turn on the BGM. I hope it's okay, cause it's no copyright sound, right? I shouldn't get something. When you're doing this, I think you should make sure that the corner doesn't look dull. Oh wait, I didn't turn on the... Okay, no, it should be there. I totally forgot that my desktop sound is muted in OBS. So I just turn it on. Let me know if it is too loud and it's covering my voice, so I can tune it down. I'm practicing drawing also because I want to make a model for my Live 2D, but I kind of don't want to like commission the model because I want to make it my own, at least for the model, so that it's really like what I want, what's in my imagination. And for the rigging part, I'll ask people to do it. What is that? I don't know what is that. Is it from... What is this? I'll figure it out later. Can I delete it? No. Can I delete it from here? No. Can I delete it from here? No. What happened if I have no idea what that is. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. Nope. Change the color to black and then keep doing this. What layer is on, to be honest with you? Ah. Okay. I have so many layers, so corner shits. Another one here. Another one here. I think that's too much. And if it is like a hard angle, yeah, right, you can just rotate the canvas. That's what I learned. Hup, hup. Oh, the back part of the hair. I think this process is... People might think this is a little bit tedious, but it makes a difference. So I'll be doing it because it makes the picture looks better and better. As long as it makes the picture looks better, I'm gonna do it. Control Z, Control Z. Do you guys start to notice the difference? So adding those give more, I guess, beauty, I guess, to the picture. I haven't finished it yet, so yeah. Kinda sucks that I totally forgot this step, because I really want to rush into painting. That's what I want to practice the most. My coloring skill is kind of questionable. Okay, this part right here. And this part right here. Oh, that's the Raymond. I think it's called Raymond. When I searched from Google, that's what I found. Oh, there. Yeah, I'm hoping that if this picture is okay, good enough, I'll probably just make them my thumbnail or something. I don't know yet, but I'm hoping so. Because I have very limited number of drawings. Okay. And it's good to zoom out your picture every now and then, so you can see the overall picture. Just don't mind the palette on top. That's just me trying to keep track of the color that I use. So apparently my tab, or my pen tab, or whatever you call it, it like the button broke, so I have to use keyboard for everything. Not big deal, but it kind of sucks. So this is the. It might be hard to see without the picture, but this is actually the what do you call it? The code folding. I think that should be okay for now. There's one here. Okay. So if you want to look at more in detail, this is without the corner shading, and this is with the corner shading. I like it more with the corner shading. It brings more, I don't know how to say it, but it makes it more beautiful, so that's why I do it. So now we will move on to the part where I struggle the most, which is painting. So I painted some of them, and this is what my painting yesterday looks like. And we are gonna move on to the skin. Skin in, I guess I should say shadow. Okay, the music is too loud for me. I'm gonna reduce it a little bit. Okay. So let's see. Press that. I'm gonna select just the skin, so I cannot paint anywhere else, and I'm gonna press Ctrl H in Photoshop, so I cannot paint outside of the. Let me just show you. So I cannot paint outside the face or the skin, which is a very helpful tool, I guess. So let's see. I need airbrush, right? I need airbrush. I'm gonna make it a little bit red. You know, I'm not the best at choosing color. It's kind of hard for me to choose the color. Just gonna make the brush a little bit bigger. That's too warm. What if I choose blue? No. Nope. if I choose this? Nope. I think red is probably the way to go. Even if I make it really saturated, the blue is still there. I'm just testing some color to see. That's too blue, too cold. Yeah, that's too cold. Wait, why still blue? Okay. Gonna make it darker. I think that's kind of like the color I want, right? Because it's like a little bit dark. Probably good for shading. So the beauty of having to select the skin color is that I can paint on outside and just have the airbrush in the inside of whatever I'm trying to do. And I can do that, then I can shade all of that's too much. I can shade this. Then I can shade on the top. Nope, that's too much. Make it even bigger. So at this point I'm just experimenting with some stuff because I'm not really sure. So this time I'm using a smudge tool. I guess that's not really working out. We can leave the hand for now, just focus on the face first, I guess. Okay, so I need reference, which I will open from my phone. I need reference on how to on the shading of the artist that I like. So okay. So it's a little bit darker on the top. And can just delete this part. Can I actually do that? I can just smudge tool them, right? So sorry for that sound. So just for a rough sketch, I'll put in highlight region. Then I'm gonna choose my face color. Then I'm gonna make it brighter and less saturated. Turn off opacity. Probably put it there. That looks kind of weird. Not gonna lie, that looks kind of weird. But I think it works fine. That's because that's the high part of the cheek. I'm not really sure. So you have to add the darker shadow. So I'll make just a new layer and then skin darker shadow. I'll leave the highlight off for now. And we are gonna choose whatever color that we use, and I'm gonna save that in my palette. I know this is not the best way to do it, but no. Alright, I need to do this first. This is just to keep track of the shadow that I'm using. Then I'm gonna go back to the base and select just my face and hide the selection so I don't appear somewhere else. And we can pick this, then make it darker, and then we can paint in here where it's mostly dark. As for if it is dark enough or not, I'm not entirely sure. But that should be a solid brush. Yep, that should be a solid brush. I think you need to make it darker. Yep, this looks better. Because you have this bone right here, which again, I don't know the name. It should be there. I'm gonna delete this. And then I'm gonna smudge it a little bit. To make the, but not too hard. So I think this part right here should be darker than the shadow on the face. Let's see. Should be darker than the shadow. Oh wait, I need to put somewhere there too, right? Yep. Then I need to put that, just smudge it a little bit. Just the edge, just the edge. Then I will choose this color and then make it a little bit darker and then paint it here. Darker. Darker. Redder. I think I should go darker. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paint this. So I think then this is wrong. This is wrong. I will paint. I'll paint darker. This is darker. I don't really care if it goes through the hand for now, because I just to care about the neck and the face. Okay. Then from there, you can delete whatever is in here. You can pick something that is darker than that, and then just paint below. And then, and then I probably have to, for later on, I probably have to delete the line art so that I can smudge it well. So smudge is to make it looks more creative. Looks okay, I think. We'll see later. For now, it's okay. That, and then smudge that. Maybe I should use the smaller one. This part, skin, darker shadow. Gonna use a little bit lighter than that. I'm gonna paint the heart shadow. So I believe this is a completely new layer. Yep. Because I don't want to paint on the wrong layer. And this is to make sure that you have dimension. And I think that's the main purpose of it. So I like to draw the outline of the shadow first, and then fill in the insides. I think that shadow is too dark. Let me change. Well, we can always make it darker whenever we want. So this heart shadow is, when I say heart shadow, is like a heart line. It's mostly for part that's really close to the hair, because then there the shadow is really clear, like that. It's probably full in here. Then you have that right there. You have this. That's the heart shadow. So this shadow will get into the hand. And because it's closer to the hand, actually this is wrong. Because it is closer to the hand, and you have to make it smaller. And so this one will be a little bit blurry later on. That's my guess. We'll see how it looks in terms of the space. This is barely there. Then there is that. Just have to make it very small brush. Then this is that looks right to me. Same with this. With that. And it should be blurry down there. Should be blurry down there. This is here. And with that. So that's for the hard shadow, I believe. Let's try blurring it, see what happens. Blend tool, and I just do this. I mean, this is I know this is called smudging tool. Usually people on YouTube say blend tool. I don't know if they are different, but I'm just using smudging tool because that's what my teacher taught me. They should be a little bit smudged out. Maybe I should use it bigger. Actually, yep, like that. So that's the part where it has no shadow. Actually, no. I still have something here. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And then you have that. So this is. I think you should go like that. And the reason why I'm thinking that this is a little bit of a curve is because your finger is basically a cylinder, so it's probably a little bit curved, and this is straight line because the hair is curved and the hair and the hand is curved the other way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all of this, which we will shade again later on. I will delete it first. That is okay because that's from the face, right? Although it has to look a little bit more brighter on the other side. Because technically your hand is above your face. I made the top a little bit darker because it's like, you know, yandere stuff. So I think that's proper. Gonna make a new called nose. Oh, actually, the skin darker part. Yeah, I think I should put it also. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Nope, 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 nope. So I should put it there and smudge it. So for the nose, I'm not really sure. Let me check my reference. Reference, reference, reference. Reference is friend. Reference is friend. Okay. So I'm really not sure about this, but let me just delete this highlight for a while. Because what I need is a solid line. No. Skin color. Make it a little bit higher. Okay, I'm gonna try something new. Let's see if I can do that. So unselect, and then use your lasso, and then you take everything after that. Is that how you're supposed to do it? No. Nope. So if you do that, and I press airbrush, can I do this? Nope. No. No. How can I do the highlight? Well, I'm just gonna do it manually then. Just like the noise, nose, and I paint on the wrong. Yeah, this is better. I'm guessing the nose should look like that, right? They should look like that, approximately. And then I can smudge. I don't think that works, right? Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, opacity down. Just kinda like the chick. And there is a darker one. Probably should do the same one. can do is we can just highlight this. I think that adds a little bit of three-dimensional. Can I? So I'm gonna put additional highlight, I'm guessing. Highlight more. More. Okay, and then I need a shade. More shade. Oh, then I will delete this layer. So for nose, I'll be using need to look at my reference again, unfortunately. Let me take a look somewhere else. Wow, Pinterest doesn't even want to open. Damn, Pinterest doesn't want to open. Okay, let me search for my phone. Pinterest. Yep, cannot be open. Digital painting. So I think I have to put shades around the nose. I don't know how it looks. Doesn't look right to me. Just gonna paint the nose, solid paint the nose first. Just make it a little bit cleaner. And I believe you have this. So smudge it a little. Now what I need to do is I need to make the long part of the nose, which no idea, absolutely no idea. So just gonna make a new layer just to be safe. Ah, this looks more like a nose now. Oh yeah, this looks more like a nose. Where it shouldn't probably be this hard. Yes, that looks much better, and then I just soften this a little bit. Now that looks more like a nose to me, at least. Probably need to go up a little bit up. This is too much blur. And then from here. Actually, this should be more like that. Then just blur. Yep, that looks more like a nose to me. Okay. Next is mouth. Is there anything? Let's see. There's this one artist that I always look at for reference because I really like her art. And she's also a VTuber, by the way. It's just I want to be able to be able to paint like her. So that's why I'm practicing. Okay, so for the mouth, what she did is mouth shape. She adds. Can use airbrush. Then I pick, for example, this color. No, airbrush. I don't know what this will look like. Looks why does it look like Joker now? Actually, this is okay. I mean, it's true when you smile, there is like a skin that gets folded, right? So it makes sense if you have a shadow there. It actually makes sense, yeah. Makes sense if you have a shadow there. And you have a thicker line on the side and a thinner line on the middle. So let's see, how do I do this? I'll try. Welcome, new viewer. If you have a tips for drawing, let me know. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Tup, 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 tup. Okay, I'm gonna rotate it so it's easier for me to work through. Okay. Cause it's easier for me to rotate my wrist that way rather than the other way around. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just trying to make the line here thicker. I'm still learning, so I'm just looking at some of the drawing that I like, and I basically analyze what they're doing and try to implement it to my drawing and see if it makes sense. And it's a little bit thicker. That's what I usually do. Well, sometimes I do ask my teacher on some input, but I mean, the lesson is like once a week, right? I need to make this darker. Should be dark. That looks more, yeah, that looks more. Maybe I should make it more, make it thicker. Like darker, like completely zero brightness. Let's see what happens. I mean, I can just undo it whenever. It's completely black right there. Because if it is completely black, then I can make them like really smiley. Why do I feel like this part has more? Is it because of the... Oh, it's because of the highlight. Yep. I think that's too much. That is a little bit too much. Looks much better. Much better. Okay guys, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Okay, let's see what else. So they make this part. Uh okay, I thought my Photoshop crashed, but apparently it doesn't, so I'm good. By the way, where is that? Where did I put my... I'm so unorganized, guys. I'm so unorganized. This is... Ah, here, okay. So, I'll delete this. I'm gonna make a very subtle thing. I'm gonna blur it down. Does it even blur down? No. So, another idea is probably to deselect. Okay, and then turn to brush, turn this, make it really big. Okay. Deselect. And then height, skin darker. So this shouldn't be on. Then draw the one that's thicker. And then smudge them. I feel like this part has to be darker. Let's make it darker. I think that's dark enough. So I'm pressing Ctrl U, and you can adjust like the brightness, so you don't have to redo the whole thing. It's really, really good. Yeah, I think this kind of darkness is okay. Throw it. I can make sure everything else is covered. So to do this, I need to undo my selection to be able to draw at this part, because the selection doesn't allow me to draw this part. So that's like one of the limitation, I guess. Or it's probably not, and then I don't know how to overcome that. Like that. That. So I'm gonna use my blender, just blur this a little bit. That's what I like to do. So it doesn't look really sharp, even though it's supposed to be hard shadow. But it's a good idea to, I think, at least for my eyes. I think it's okay to blur it a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. That's what I usually do. Well, I'll have to ask my teacher about that particular one. Okay, and then I have to select this and make this lighter. Because that part shouldn't be too dark, in my opinion. Check reference again, because I need reference to draw. I really need reference to draw. Okay. Maybe I should go to my base. Press this color, brighten it. Then do this for the teeth. Yeah, I really like saturated color. Even though it's probably not the best. Okay, select those. So this is 0. I can make it brighter. That's okay, right? I'll go there. And I'll just stay with 0 for now. See what happens next. Look at my reference again. Is there a shade like around the eyes? There should be, right? There should be shade around the eyes. There should be additional shade around the eyes. Well, the artist that I'm looking at doesn't really... Okay, let's add a little bit of shade. Trying something out. It's self-learning, guys. You don't need to be afraid of trying something out. So I'll pick this color. I'll move it to yellow. This is darker. Nope. That is definitely not what I want. Nope. I guess I should stay probably here. What is the hue? Yeah, probably get a little bit red here. Yeah. Okay, select airbrush. Let me just paint. Is it too dark? I don't know. Let's try out and see what happens, I guess. I'm not sure. Because I think there should be shadow below the eye. That's what I think. But now it looks like someone who hasn't slept for like days. Or is it too dark? Should I make it a little bit? Ah, that looks much warmer. Yeah, I can deal with that for now. For now. Nope. Red, and then make sure curve it like the color here too. I'm picking a little bit of reddish color. Doesn't work well, right? Yeah, I don't think it works well. Actually, Isn't it look like kind of okay? I think it looks kind of okay, right? Oh my, no. Where did my... Ooh. I don't have the base selected. So I'll recreate that. Go here and do that. Then using the blend tool, blend it a little bit downwards. So it has like a little bit of gradient. Why does it look so perverted? But it's okay. I mean, the face, the expression is already like that. So I think I need to make the shadow on the top a little bit darker. So this is like shadow below eye. I'm trying out a lot of stuff to see what works, what doesn't, because this is self-learning. So you see I have a lot of layers because I don't want to restart the layer if I mess up somehow. So in this layer I'll make something darker. And I'll put it below my darker skin. Okay. Then can I put this? That's too red. That's too much. That's too much. I'll put it here. I'll just do it in the top. So how does the face look? I mean, to me it looks like I'm improving from my previous drawing. The one that you see on the thumbnail, I'm not really sure, but you know, we're getting there. We are slowly, very slowly getting better. Upper edge, shadow. Yeah. So now we can draw the hand, right? Hand shadow. Hand shadow. Yeah, I'm making every layer for everything. I'm making every layer for everything. And then I just pick a color. So the hand, right? The hand, which means this part is probably shadowed. Okay, first of all, this part is definitely have shadows. I think this part is also have shadow, and then some smaller shadow is probably here. So that thing, where's my... Okay, this thing should be the very top, because I don't want to overlay those. So this should be full in shadow. This should be mostly shadowed. This thing, that doesn't look right. It's probably something like this. Yeah, I think that this looks better. Then this is shadow. And then the bottom part, this have shadow. And then the bottom part of the hand. That will have shadow too. Which means this part will also have shadow because that's the bottom of the hand, and the hand is like circular. So you will have shadow in here. There's also some right there. And since the hand is circular, then you should have a little bit on the top because the middle one will be highlighted, theoretically speaking. So top will be highlighted. And the bottom one looks a little bit thicker. Then we just do our usual smudging tool. Smudge, smudge. Smudge that, smudge that. Then delete everything outside. Okay, and then everything in here should be properly shaded. Make it a little bit darker, and then there should have a shadow there. Should have a shadow there. And then I have the skin or hand highlights, because this is directly to the light source, which means I have to put in highlights, which I'll put right there. There's one right there. And there is some. Oh, wrong button. There is some on the finger. Then you smudge them so that they look really smooth. And highlight is basically to support your three-dimensional stuff. So shadow, and then normal, and then highlight, and then normal, and then shadow again. That makes a cylinder. I'm smudging this big one. So as you can see, I'm still doing everything in like one type of color. Next time I will probably do multiple color shading and stuff like that. But I guess not now. So that's the skin. So the skin is probably done. What I want to do is I want to press. Oh. Then I want to control U this, and then I want to increase this. Yeah, I think that looks better. So I'll increase it to like +20 so that the face looks more brighter. Should I increase it more? And I can do another +20 and it will look like really white. And I can shift the hue, right? Oh. So right now the hue is a little bit green. I can move it to... No. No. So if I do another +20, then that should be okay. So then I compare it with -40 because that's the initial, right? No. It's probably somewhere here. Well, I mean, when worst comes to worst, I still have my palette. This is my palette. And I can just draw them, right? Compare the color. Yeah, this looks so dark. And then I just increased the brightness. But I think it's actually too bright now, so I'll reduce it by... That's too much. That's too much. Okay. So next is eyes. Eyes is probably pretty hard. Oh my god, I have so many layers. Okay, okay. Eyes. I don't know the part that is not the iris. Well, what's that called? I have no idea. So just a nice black part. So in this part, I will be selecting this particular color. This. Oh, I put there. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but deselect all of those that is not the eye. So I can only paint the eye. Okay, and then we go back to the eyes. Pick this color. Then we pick airbrush and we make it darker. We just paint through. Yep, that's what I want. We can actually make it probably more darker. Yeah. So it has kind of like a gradient in the eye. That is exactly what I want. Then we can change the eye. Actually, let me put the pupil. So for pupil, I need this color. I need it darker. Then I just... Yep, I cannot draw in there. Yep. I think I need it darker than that. Pupil is really pretty dark. It's like 34 brightness. Let's try to make the same with 34 brightness and see what happens. Move it. Zoom it out, see if it is actually okay. Yeah, for now I'll do it that. And then should I use like should I try some different brush? I don't know what the brushes do though. Well, we can definitely experiment with something. Probably not. What is this? Nope. This. Nope. This. Nope. This. Nope. This. Nope. This. No. Well, I'll just use the airbrush then. The one that I'm most familiar with. I'm gonna turn down the opacity. Yeah, that looks much better. That is very, very bad. I need to select my eyes first so that I cannot draw outside of those. And then hide the selection. And then try to draw it again. Oh. It's pretty hard. It's actually really hard. It doesn't look as good. Yeah, I have big trouble of drawing eyes. I mean, yeah, it's really important, but you see, I'm doing like Control Z a lot. Like I just keep failing, and I can smudge this and make this better. Kind of cheating though, I think. Let's see what happens if I smudge them. No, it doesn't really help. Well, I'll deal with this for now. I'll fix it. Um, oh yeah, I totally forgot. I need to deselect that. I need to go back to here. And my... okay. So... select that. Then hide it. Then just... go back here. Then I need to select this. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better. Then I'll just smudge them a little bit, make them look smoother. Same with this. Oh, I cannot do that because I need to deselect those. And then I can smooth it. Then what I need to do is I need to make a new layer. And then we will create shadows. And we change this to multiply to create shadows. And huh. Wait, what? Oh. So we go there and then we just reduce. And then we select again our base. This is really useful actually. So what I need to do is I press W, select the eye, so I cannot draw outside the eye, and hide this so it doesn't obstruct my vision. Okay. Then go back to this layer, which is eye shadow. I need a bigger light there, so I think that should be okay. Then I just did that. Okay, and then we change it to blue. This, press W, select that, and then we hide it, and then we select that color, and on the same eyeshadow, because the color is multiplied, we can just do. It doesn't look good. Let me reduce it. Yep, that looks much better. I think I need to make it a little bit darker though. Okay, something like that. Then I need to add eye highlight. Nothing is selected, so I can press this, make it really, really bright. Then I can do this. Then go to the blue color, make it really bright, saturation, and you can do and to add more detail you can add a little bit of this. It's just a very, very subtle detail. And then since there's only one shadow, I can make the top of the eye actually darker. So I'll make it darker. Eye shadow darker. Then kind of multiply. And here, I'll go there. Choose the color. Make it dark. Choose airbrush. Airbrush. And just paint it on top. Should maybe go darker. And then okay, I'm brain lagging right now. Okay, select this, hide it. Press that, make it darker. Yeah, that looks more alive now. Gonna flip the canvas to see if that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. I need to merge some of the layers. Let me just merge some of the layer like this, 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 this. It's all not touching. This can be merged. Mouth and nose shape. And this can be merged as highlight. Highlight. And shadow and highlight. And this two can be merged. Once I feel that it's already like pretty good, then I can safely merge them, but before that I usually just don't merge. Actually, that's a mistake. That is a mistake. Yeah, I shouldn't merge that, right? Eyeshadow. Can I merge this? What happened if I merge this? Yeah, I cannot merge that. Okay, I cannot merge that. What if... Oh, I see. Okay. So the face is done, hair is done. All left is the raiment, the cloth, and the flower. Flower is probably last, cause yeah, I don't really like throwing that. Uh, oh, this is the. I should write this as face highlight. So add one more layer called cloth shadow. Cloth shadow. And let's see. So in this part, I will just roughly shade it first. And disable this selection. I don't want this selection. All I want is the cloth. And then I hide it. Go here, cloth shadow, and then I can select multiply. Multiply. From there. From there. Usually this is the so for cloth shadow I will be using the round brush. Yeah. So what my teacher told me is usually when you want to multiply shade using multiply, you choose the color of the skin. That's usually like safe choice, which is very, very helpful. So in this part I will just roughly show where the shades will be. Then I will tidy up like probably later on. So you see here, there shouldn't actually, yeah, there should be something like that, because it's circular. This is the hood, right? It's circular, so it should be something like that. And also something like that. This is full shaded, and this is shaded, but it will be smudged because it's kind of far from the raiment. Then I'll have this. Have that. Then I'll have some more part here. And then this is the part where you also have shading because of the folding of the fabric. So since this is like not usual like hard coat, there is a lot of folding, because if you use like a coat, not like normal coat or suit, actually no, coat. If you use coat, there are usually little to no folding. Okay, delete that. And I also have something here. Something here, because that's the shade coming from the hoodie. That's also here. This is probably really dark. Actually, I'll just shade the whole thing because because this is like this. Then if I smudge it, then it will cover this area. This is hand. This is completely shaded because it's the other hand, and it's covered by the front. This is the part of the coat. This is shadow coming from the coat. This is folding right there. Okay, so I probably add another folding on there for the coat, because if there's no folding on the hoodie, I mean, it's kind of weird. So here, here, here. Actually, no, it should be coming from there instead. Should be a little bit of folding right there. This is just rough estimation of where the shadow will be. And then we tidy up some of those. So this is the coat, right? This is the coat. So it should be something like that, I believe. Okay. This is completely covered. There should be nothing here. Totally forgot that I have the insides, which definitely should be shaded because it's inside of the inside part of the coat. Then I will just smudge, and what smudge lets me to do is this. It makes the shadow looks smoother. But I still have to put the shadow here and there. Put it there. Then I have to smudge this too. And that is okay because we can just repaint the bottom one. And just smudge very small at the edge there. There shouldn't be anything there. Actually, yeah, that's okay. Then cover here, cover here. There. Then smudge this part. And also smudge that part. Okay. Okay, I need to smudge this too. Just the part where it's kind of far from whatever that's causing its shadow. If it is get closer, then it's more. Okay, this is weird. Okay, I need to do that. Much here too.
Mic off. Mic on.
So this something like that. So now this part should be very slowly blended. And this one should be blended because it's kind of far. Delete that part. Just take that a little bit. Now we move on to here. That is way too long. It should be really smooth. And this one is kind of hard. Okay, and then you just smudge just a little bit because it's a hard shadow. I totally forgot that I should have a shadow here too because that's the hand. And then it continue to the shadow because of the raiment. But the shadow because of the raiment is so blurred because it's far away. And as it gets closer to the hand, it's starting to get more and more clear. So they should be blurred. And this should be blurred too. Then I need to blur this, keep the rest. Okay, the code is pretty much done, I think. I'm gonna make this a little bit like that. so it's more natural. Like that. Then do this. Hello, new viewer. How are you? Do you also do drawing or some kind of arts? And then that's basically drawing, right? Yep. That's that. Now I need to select the inner part. Inner jacket coat. Inner coat. Inner coat. That is also multiple. Should I, or should I just try normal? I think I should just try normal. See how it goes. Do that. So this is definitely very, very dark. So that part is definitely very, very dark. Surely it might be darker than that. Yep, and then do a little bit lighter. I think that needs to be a little more darker too, to be honest with you. But it's okay for now. Now I choose airbrush. Make it really big. Just yeah, I need the darker color. And from there I need an even darker color, and then inner coat. How do I say this? It's the shadow that comes from somewhere else. Solid shadow? Tagas? I don't know. I don't know what's the English of tagas, but you know. And since this is pretty far, you can just barely do this. You can kind of do it like this. Because it's pretty far. But you still want to have that shadow in there. Why is the song? Interesting. And then you do it's a two-tone shading. I need to smudge this part. And then the background will be much darker. After that, we just need to put a little bit of highlight. Inner coat highlight. Make it bright. there because there's an highlight. Okay. So I guess the next thing will be Raymond and inner coat. Oh yeah, I still have the flower left. Actually, I still have the flower left. Okay, so I will paint the inner coat. Actually, no, not the inner coat. It's the inner checkered shadow. And then you just multiply. No, can use. All right. Because I haven't done this yet. I need to select it first. Select it. And solid shadow. So this shadow, right? This is definitely shadow there because of the coat. Leave some shadow there. There is some shadow from the hand, which we will smudge. Then we will do a very, very thin shadow. And the thing is, you have this shadow right here, which is the part where the chests are, and this should not have a shadow. And because he is doing this pose, like very, very odd, there should be a shadow there. And there should be a shadow there. So okay, you just need to do this, and then you just push those. much. Let me just smoothen this up a little bit. Smoothen this up a little bit. And then what I like to do is the shadow needs to be a little bit darker. So I will use Ctrl U in Photoshop to do that. Before that, I need to shadow this because it's from the hand. So it should be really dark. Make sure that the smudge is pretty smooth. Then just slight shadow for this part. Actually, maybe I should, instead of doing shading, I should color this a little bit differently. Hello. How are you guys? Isn't darker better? Or is it like this? Because the shadow shouldn't be really harsh, right? I think this looks much better. So what I will do is I will control. Oh, I don't have control H. Control. I didn't select all of them. Damn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna select this. Sample our layers. No. How do I select just? Okay, let me. Can I just select from line art? Do this. Oh. Contiguous anti-alias. Yep, that's what I want. So that and that. No, that and I'm gonna fill it with that with a different color. So let's see. Not in the line art for sure. I can do this. This. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select and then expand. Expand by 1 pixel. Then do this. Or is using like silver better? Then I can try. Like this. I think that looks better. That looks much better. Flip the canvas to see if there is something wrong. It's okay for now, like this. So the thing is, then the one thing that I don't know is like in the chest area, the shadow is so little. I'm not really sure what to do with that, to be honest. I'm really not sure. Hello there. What should I do with the chest though? Like, there's probably... There is probably some shadow here, right? But I don't know if it actually shows up like when you look at a real person. Cause it looks like so tight if you do that. And I also don't know if we should have a shading. Oh no. Shading, so zipper shading. Then probably. Can I do this line art? Press this. Then I do select, modify, expand by like 100. Not 100. Select, modify, expand by like 30. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I can do that. So zipper shading, right? Zipper shading means I can use... Can I do that? A little bit darker. Then shadow. A little bit lighter. Yeah, this looks good. So I can do that. Actually, let me just fill the whole thing. So this thing should be below that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the middle. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but I guess for now I'm gonna do it like this. Damn, my favorite music. I mean, if it turns out that it doesn't work, then I can just delete the layer and nothing will happen. I cannot see anything here. Okay. So, as usual, I'm gonna blend it to the background. Apparently, can't really do it. There is this very line that... Oh, I still selected them. Ah, okay. Just do a little bit of smudging so that it looks smooth, because we don't want hard shadow there. So that's just from the zipper. Sweep a little bit there, then do that, then there should be another one there. Just smudge them and then delete this one. Then now we probably need to put some highlights. It's like everything has normal shadow and highlight. Zipper highlight, that's what I want. Zipper highlight. So it's probably this color, make it brighter. And it shouldn't be everywhere, so I'm gonna go to this selection, press select. I mean, I hope I'm doing things right. That's what I hope. So since the chest is forward, like it's more forward, then I should probably put something in here. Just a little bit there. And there. I mean, it's shadow anyway. So with that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the usual smudging up to okay. Well, I should put this whole lot like that. Then when it's smudged done, then it looks better. Yep. Then have highlight again. And a little bit red because of the inner color. Can I do this? I think it's too... should have less saturation. Then I can do this. Okay. Flip it to see if something wrong. Well, I guess not really. Okay, so all that's left is the raiment and the flower. Okay. Actually, my coat doesn't have a highlight yet, so I'll have to put that in first. Clothes highlight. Then there should be things like in here. Yep, and then here. Hello, the viewer that just come in. And that. So with highlight it looks much more alive. Okay. Okay, so cloth is pretty much done. Then we can go to raiment. Raiment shadow. So there should be a darker shadow there and an okay shadow. I think there should be okay. Okay, let's see. Let's draw with this first. I'm gonna use like hard round brush, because I'm gonna smudge them in the end. But I just want to know where does the shadow takes place. So I have one there, I have one there. My plan is to make this raiment looks like it's made from satin. Okay. Oh no, contagious. Nope. Actually, yeah, I should turn that on. So this plus this and that and that. Okay. I'm gonna hide those. Go back there. Back here it's all shadow. Back there is all shadow. You have this part. You have shadow here. And you have shadow there. And you have shadow there. Oh, I didn't select that. Let me check. And I want that. I cannot do that. Okay, I'll do that manually then. So I'm thinking of having something like this too in here, actually in there. And then there should be shadow there. And there should be here. And a little bit of those should be pretty dark. And there should be another shadow. Okay, so that's that. Then I will create a raiment darker shadow. Actually, they should be here. This is there. And then darker shadow. This will make it darker and shift the hue to orange. Or to brown, I think. Brown reddish. Not dark enough. Not dark enough. So that should be dark. That should be dark. That should be dark. That should be dark. This should be this definitely should be dark. I'm gonna make it darker and then just put this in the black. It should be there. Okay, this should be here. Smudge. Okay, and then I think I can merge this two layer. Merge layer. Then I'll so this looks kind of weird, but it's because of there is no highlight for now. Once there is highlight, it should look a little bit better. Or that's what I hope at least. Highlight. Raymond highlight. So highlight is usually a little bit yellow, more yellow. Yep, that's what I want. So it should be highlight there. Should be a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Definitely there. Okay, and there. Should be highlight there. Smudge it so it looks smooth. Same with this one. Same with this one. Because satin has very bright color and they look smooth. That's what I'm trying to copy here. Let's add another highlight there. There's one there. 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 Direction is not quite correct. Okay, and then I'm gonna add another shadow here, because if there is two light part, that means there's a valley, and the valley should be a little bit dark. And there should be something there. Smudge, 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 smudge. This looks really bad. Gonna smudge it more. Okay, and then I need to add some of shadow in here, in there, and there. So usually highlight is accompanied by shadow. Sure, that's a good idea if I just put another highlight here. Now it looks more shiny, which is exactly what I want. Okay, so I need to deselect that, and I need to choose this color, and then paint it here. Paint it here. Then I need to smudge this so that it looks smoother. Okay. I paint at the wrong layer. Very nice. Want that, and I want shadow. Then I do this. Then I do this. Then there should be a highlight also there. Okay, then what I need is this and this. Then I need to add another highlight there so it doesn't look so empty. Okay. Flower. Actually, for flower I'll have to do it one by one. Then I need to actually this color. Very white. No. almost black, right? Select these, hide it, press B. Just a little bit. Okay, and then flower highlights. Then I just use this color and go here, choose this. Okay, that's good. So what I need to do is I will use this, highlight that, and then I will highlight that, that, that. Need to make this stronger. That's how I make my flower pattern. Like that. Delete, and then sure, something like this. make it lower, create this kind of randomness on the petals. I'm so focused, so I don't talk much when I really focus. Maybe I should fix that probably. Yep, this looks more like that. This is and it should be something like that. Oops. This is not really the color that I want. I'm gonna change it in a second. Don't want that. Yep, I want this looks very around the center only. I'm gonna change the color real soon. So what can I change here? Brightness. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yep, that looks definitely better. And then I just need to put some highlights. Highlights, flower, highlights too. So which part gets the light source, which is this part, this part, this part, this part definitely, not that one, this definitely get one, this also get one. So from there we can just smudge it a little bit. Okay. And then we have to add another shading. For shading, I guess I will just do multiply. So for this one, I'm gonna choose this color. Gonna do something like this. So, yep, definitely have that. Put it there. There. Smudge it. Smudge. Then make it darker. So this should be there. Flip canvas to see if it's better or not. Yeah, I don't think I can draw the flower. I'll settle with that for now. And so the last part is the crystal shadow. Just this part right here. So in this part I'll make something. This is dark. Okay, let me select those first. This then I have to add that. Wait, what? Oh. Choose the wrong button. Choose the wrong layer. Wrong everything. So that I believe, then that part. So hide it. Press this. Make it very dark. You can just paint the back. I think I need darker than that. Just paint the back part. Okay. And this one is a little bit brighter. Maybe I should make it like really dark out the back there. Then I just increase it, and so this is much better here. Which is the same as this part right here. Then you have this. There's also on the back there, but it's not really there because it's on the very back. Then what we need to do is we need to add crystal highlight. Increase this, reduce this. That. Then make it really bright. Just put it on the middle, because that's a okay. And then what I need is this on the back, just for a little bit. And this is shading. I need a little bit of darker one for the edges. Have to okay. And that should be it. Should be done. I think I'm gonna use this as the new thumbnail. It's pretty cool. Probably my best drawing so far. I'll make another drawing next time. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And bye.